One of these like
Difficulties of living on a bus, you're saying?
I just want to say very frankly that you should, if you plan on becoming a touring musician or you have a tour offer, if you ever think it's something you're going to do, never bring socks that you like on the road because all of them will be gone. None of them are coming home with you.
Comes down to water.
We just didn't have water on the bus.
That moment when you put soap in your hand and there's no water, that happened to me like every time there was no water.
I left with like 20 pairs of socks. I don't have a single pair of socks. I'm wearing different socks on each feet right now.
Let's see. Who do you think in this project has the most, like, the hour before the show or half hour before the show is most important to them to like get in the zone?
probably Max.
Max.
Max and you.
So what does the hour before the show look like for you?
I don't know. That's news to me, man.
With his warming up, his shower beforehand.
Max likes to get in his zone, drink his kombucha, have a shower, get dressed, and play GTA until right before he has to get on stage.
You're forgetting to play the horn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
You're the only person who warms up in moments before we go on stage. Like your warm up on your horn is very important to you.
Oh, very, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because if the horn's not feeling right, then I can't play a show. Like, I'm so particular about the way my instrument feels to play and how in tune I am with it. You kind of have to take a moment.
The 1 hour before the show for me looks like checking my watch and running back to the green room from whatever crazy thing that I like went to explore.
I like to be back. I like to start doing my makeup and my hair, start getting my costumes ready, start drinking a kombucha and some water, and start warming up.
I think I spent a good portion of that hour usually checking out the opener so I could, get to know the members of that band.
Well, don't really have much. We make a set list every night, and that basically I go on my computer and I type up the little songs that we're gonna do after talking with the boss. Try to do all the changing, clothes and everything on the bus, and then I will do my hair, contemplate the goodness of the world, and then the hour probably is also the changeover time.
It is a smoothie, and I am doing my hair, choosing my fit. I've already picked my socks like the day before. Probably playing Nintendo Switch.
So what was the show that was very tough for you to get through?
Now it's funny, the show that Seabass said was his favorite is actually my toughest. That was like the peak of my flu. I think we had the flu. I felt like I was just like propping myself up because you can't really get better. The ways you get better when you're sick at home.
Was probably Salt Lake. There was just something in the air that night about like, as you were like struggling to breathe and people were filming you singing the song that we've been singing for 5 weeks, it was hard. It was just emotionally, it was a little difficult.
It must have been the day after climbing, and I was hurting in my body, and I remember like my hands, my forearms just like not doing well, and I kept like missing notes because it was hard to do this action.
Like, yeah, that's exactly.
And the moment I'm not right in like my fingers, like it affects my whole show.
I can't nail down one city, but like worse than anything else for me being on stage is like being in my head and not being able to connect with my friends and bandmates.
San Francisco, that was a tough one.
Which show? Oh, definitely the last show. Because Riley booked me a flight midnight, right after our 10:30 show. Like the whole day was just like me, like essentially moving out of the bus. It was crazy.
What's the most difficult thing about living in a small community?
Making sure my is not spreading onto other people's.
The tour is just hard in general because like I have a top bunk and I can't keep that clean at all.
I've had the top bunk now, this tour, and you can't see any of your things because it's all like at about 6 feet off the ground. There are things underneath the bunk that you just don't even know that they exist.
Then I like walk into the common space and it's like everyone else's things and there's not even places to put things. Like I like everything to be like in a cabinet or like in a drawer or something. There's not even room. There's 11 people in a little tank. It's hard.
Space, and whether it is like physical space or emotional space, mental space, and even like space for like communication.
It was just like a matter of traffic. Like one person trying to get to one side of the bus, one person trying to make a smoothie while the other's going to the bathroom.
Sometimes when everybody is talking at the same time, it gets overwhelming because like there's so much sound.
Just making sure that everybody is heard and seen.
I think the thing that I struggle with is like, because I'm so like organized and I'm so like everything has to be put in order. It's hard when it's not that. Like, but other than that, like everyone that's on the bus is really respectful, and like I would have any of them as my roommate, you know. So it's actually not too bad. It's just lowering my expectations with cleanliness and organization, but that's always the case for me.
But it's big that you know that.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Yes.
you know
yes.
that like you're on one super far out end of things.
Oh
and,
yeah, like so far.
And you know that maybe Jorge is on the total opposite end, and you guys are willing to meet each other in the middle.
Especially when he leaves the comforter on the floor, like right next to my bunk. Definitely throwing straight at you. Okay.
You knew I was a himbo when you let me in this band.
The biggest blessing about living in community and living like in such close quarters is being pushed.
People will push you to do things that you might not do normally.
Because like everyone knows more than you about something.
You're never lonely.
There's always something going on, you know, something to get into.
And there's always someone there that you can talk to about something.
You're having a ball all the time.
Seeing how everyone grows with each other, especially this band.
The way that we can process good things and bad things together. We're in it together.
Debbie, how does it feel to live small?
It definitely feels weird living small because I have a lot of things. I have a lot of clothes. I have different clothes for different occasions. So like trying to figure out what to bring on tour was very interesting.
Like, I don't own a lot of things. And so actually when I go on tour, I take every pair of underwear on and every sock and almost every shirt and all my pants.
Well, okay, here's how you live small on a bus. You are 6'1", and the bunk is 6 feet. So every day you're living small.
Being on the road is a lot like camping. If you're doing it well, then you are limited to the things that you only really need.
When I came back from tour, I literally had bags and bags of just like stuff to donate because I'm like, I don't need this. I like these 5 pairs of pants that I brought on tour, and they served me well, and they served me in all situations. In meeting like fans, to like loading in, to going to a concert.
Pro tip?
Yeah, pro tip.
Pro tip, get a good cosmetic case. Very important.
I have one of my best friends over here.
What is that?
It is my survival kit. It is a way of living. It is a lifestyle. I kind of learn new tricks like every tour, and one kind of small cute one that I learned is like having one of these like travel tubes and filling it up with whatever you need, right? This one right here is toothpaste. So instead of buying travel toothpaste, and I'll just put toothpaste in here. And this never ran out. And what's cool is that you can refill them whenever you are at any venue, right? So like, if this,
No, girl,
this
you
one-
can refill them.
this one,
whenever you're at any
this
venue.
one is really cute. I had my Tide to Go, nail clippers, overtone for the hair. It does so much for me to have this ready to go if I want to just get dolled up.
Living small isn't that hard. You really just need small bags that hold stuff that fit into medium bags that hold small bags of stuff, and then you need a larger bag that holds the medium bags of stuff, and then it's all eventually fits into one really large bag that holds like the medium bags.
Well, what do you do with the extra small bags that you mentioned at the beginning?
These are full of your stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that it's just, only the small bags have your stuff in them, and then the medium and the large and the extra large bags just go around the other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, but I'm serious. That's the way to do it.